Hello everyone, this is Running on Empty Food Review. Well, hello ladies, gentlemen, and everyone watching. This is Running on Empty Food Review. I'm your host, the Report of the Week, and welcome to this newest food review. You know, I guess we're just going to start it off. We're going to get right into things. And I want to prepare you for this one because when it comes down to the world of food, it is interesting. You get all these different types of items, these different releases. Sometimes there's little twists and turns and, things that are unexpected. Some things obviously are very predictable, but sometimes you get these items that are really good. Sometimes you get the ones that are really bad. And like I said, there's that variability that makes it a lot of fun. There aren't too many cases where the story, or I suppose I should say the backstory, of the item is truly heartbreaking, is the only way to say it. So I warn you right now, make sure you have, a tissue box nearby, maybe some napkins, a roll of toilet paper. In this case, you can use a pocket handkerchief right there. I guess, as they say, I'm flexing on you, right, with a pocket handkerchief. But you could use that, too, to wipe away the tears, because this is going to be a heartbreaking one. I want to present you the story of the little burrito that couldn't. The new beef burrito from Taco Bell, the item that no one seems to care about. And it's a sad story. Imagine this. You have the Taco Bell gods, the ones that orchestrate the menu, that, as they say, run the game, right? They set this little burrito up with so much potential. As this item was getting created, when they revamped the menu, I would say a few weeks ago, they told this burrito, and they said in writing, we're certain that this $1 burrito will become a new fan favorite. And as this burrito entered the world, it had so much promise. It was told it's going to be a fan favorite. And what happened? No one's talking about it. No one cares about it. And now the burrito finds itself probably in the dark corner of Taco Bell with the other dejected items like the cheesy roll-up. And that's where it is. So I'm here to give this little guy potential. Now, if it's a terrible burrito, it's a terrible burrito. And I'm just going to say, all right, fine, I know why no one cares about it now. But the truth of the matter is that this item was set up by... That was a good head twitch right there. This burrito was set up by Taco Bell, I think, to be a real big hit. It was supposed to be something that people were going to talk about, that people were going to be really raving about, that they would be going there for. Oh yeah, I want the new beef burrito. It's supposed to be just $1, a good snack. Anyone could really afford it. And it's supposed to just be something that, everyone likes. But I think no one's talking about this thing. I was researching Taco Bell the other day, and I was trying to see, well, do they have any new items out? And they had, this nachos box, but I already tried that a year ago. I guess they brought it back, and it was a pretty good deal. They had one of those, I guess layered tacos. I forget the exact name of it, but I tried that back in 2016. And then they had the new beef burrito, and I had to double check because they were saying it was new, but I couldn't find anyone talking about it, that this thing was actually released 2 weeks ago. I even was looking around for other reviews of this item, and I found like 2, and that's an extremely minuscule amount. So I was trying to think to myself, for such an item that they were, again, really trying to set up, really trying to promote, why doesn't anyone care about it? I think here's why. Number one, what does this item have on it? The new beef burrito. It's $1. It comes with beef, nacho cheese, seasoned rice, and creamy jalapeno sauce. So this isn't just beef and cheese. It also comes again with the rice and also this jalapeno sauce. So what I think I discerned, who knows this has jalapeno sauce on it? Who knows that this would even be spicy by looking at the name? And the other thing, the name is incredibly generic, and I'm not saying this to try to bash Taco Bell by saying, this deserves to be a failure, and I would gesticulate with my hand in an inappropriate manner. That's not going to happen. Instead, I'm just trying to say, I think the name of this is too generic. People already think they have a beef burrito. So how can that be new? And how does anyone know that there's any sort of jalapenos or even rice in it? No one knows that. They think it's probably just beef and cheese and that they've always had this. So, sometimes they say the name is everything. I think in this case it was. And I think the generic nature of this name worked to its own detriment. So that's really why I think no one cares about this one. But I care, and I'm trying it out. And we're going to see. Maybe this is going to be like an underrated favorite. Maybe there will be a day where it won't be underrated anymore. I don't know. Sealed for you. Just for you. I wasn't even trying to mess around there. It's got our Taco Bell napkins. Have ourselves beef burrito. I got some fire sauce too for the heck of it. Why not? I also do have Baja Blast. Full of flames. And let's quit wasting some time. Let's open this up. And let's see how it is. Again, it's the new beef burrito for $1. Comes with that beef, the nacho cheese, seasoned rice, creamy jalapeno sauce. Alright, there it is. Alright, all burritoed up. You can see. And there's another view of it. I guess we'll go with this end, right? And there I am with it, right? Burrito, face size comparison right there. And I'll quit wasting time. I know you guys just want to see me eat it, so that's what I'm going to do. And let's go ahead and try it out. So the new beef burrito from Taco Bell, going in. There's a lot of tortilla to it, and that makes the ends very, very chewy, so I'm just ripping a piece or two of extra tortilla off. So I really want to try the contents, but bear that in mind, to get a lot of tortilla on the ends of it, so it's just one thing to be mindful of. And I'll do a more proper cross-section of it too, but you can see that end, what it looks like. Surprised to see there actually is a good amount of beef in it. More than I would have expected for a $1 item, I'll tell you that right now. And I guess while we do have this cross-section anyway, I'll do a little thumbnail here, at least as a test or something, We'll see. Something like that, right? Do I say that every single time I do that? I think I do. I don't know. Mm-hmm. That was a really pathetic thumbs up. There we go. It's more of a classical thumbs up. For these items that are just $1, you have to remember, this item's $1. So it's very affordable. Really, as a result, the bar is not raised very high. This isn't like a $20 burrito, and then when you're paying that much for it, you're expecting the very best of it for just $1. I don't want to say they lower the bar, but they kind of do. So here's what I noticed. I do not understand why no one's talking about this one, to tell you the truth, because honestly, I think it's a good item. I really like it. I really do. Here's a little bit of a cross-section, just exactly so you can see what we're talking about, a more neat, clean cross-section. Alright, there's a good amount of everything in it. You can see there's lots of beef, you have the blend of the cheese and the jalapeno sauce, and you see the seasoned rice in there too. Yeah, there's a little more tortilla than you would get with some of the more premium burritos, but to tell you the truth, for just $1, I've seen these burritos where it's like more tortilla and tons of filler, where you'd have so much of this cheap nacho cheese sauce in it, barely any beef, not even that much rice or other sauce, and it's like filler and garbage, and it's like, yeah, alright, you get what you pay for, it's $1 and you're gonna get a piece of trash. But for this, it's good. way better than what I thought. I thought, again, maybe no one was talking about it because it was just that bad, but no, that's not correct. Yeah, it's good. I really don't mind it at all. The season, it's standard though. It's standard but good. You see what I'm trying to say? It's a good item. It's not exceptionally different, but it's good for what it is, right? I think you know what I'm getting at. The thing that I really like about it, again, is the cheesiness to it. It really does have that perfect amount of cheese because, you have the beef, you have the rice. The rice can be a little dry, but that cheese really gives it some good moisture, some good cheesiness. I know I don't like items from Taco Bell overly cheesy, and this was just enough for me. I think if there's any more, it might be a little too much, but for me it was just the right amount, and gave it that good cheesiness, so I like that. Number two, what I really like is that creamy jalapeno sauce. As a matter of fact, it's spread evenly throughout the entire thing. So pretty much every single bite that you take, you're going to get this little bit of spice to it, and I really like that. As a matter of fact, that was the first thing that I tasted. Took this bite and got the jalapeno sauce. And that jalapeno sauce is really jalapeno mouth as you consume this. Again, it's there in every single bite, and it gives it a good spiciness. And it's not like, the spiciest thing ever. Not really enough that would really require any sort of beverage, unless I'd say you're very sensitive to spice. But still, it gives it flavor, and that's what I like. I would say the main quality of this is that it's inexpensive, good portion size. You really get a good amount of beef, good amount of rice, good amount of sauce, and it's flavorful. You get that cheesiness, you get that spice to it as well, and you get a good amount of beef and rice in there too. And it's easy to eat, it's not overly messy. Again, I have this thing cut in half, and you can see it's not, dripping down my arm and, running into my sleeve, and then it would go further than that, and, I would self-destruct. It's not doing that. It's easy to eat, but it's good. This is something that you could probably just, even if you eat it in your car, it won't be messy. It just works out really good, and for just $1. I see why Taco Bell was saying, and I have this written down so I don't forget, will it become a new favorite? I think I see why they expected it to, because it's a good item. I think with a different name, if they called this like the jalapeno, even just the jalapeno beef burrito or something, I think it would have more interest. I think the generic name does it a disservice because it's a really good item, and it's a shame that it's so forgotten. So I would really recommend you try it out because it's a really good snack, just $1 out of 10, easy 8 out of 10. Very, very good item, and I enjoy it. And it's a shame it's so forgotten. I don't think it deserves to be, and hopefully more people will be at least inclined to explore their menu and see this little bit of a hidden gem on it. That's all that I have for you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, the Report of the Week. Today's review is for the new beef burrito from Taco Bell. That's all that we have, an underrated favorite. Take care, everyone.